In a rural or suburban area, it's likely that you have seen or heard some of your wildlife neighbors this winter. And that has some wondering if there are more coyotes here in the mitten these days and exactly what that means for us.
24-hour News 8's Rick Albin took our questions to the experts at the DNR. Rick, what'd they have to say?
Yeah, you know, out where I live, I hear these guys a lot. You see them quite a bit in the wintertime. The Department of Natural Resources, as you would expect, has an expert who focuses on coyotes and similar animals. Adam Bump tells me that, yes, the animals have expanded into the southern part of the state in the last 30 years or so, but it isn't really anything to be concerned about. Most people don't think of coyotes in the same way they might think about wolves or fox. Coyotes are kind of like a mid-sized dog, roaming fields, pastures, and increasingly, it seems, some of our backyards.
I'd say probably the last 10 to 15 years is when, especially in urban and suburban areas, we've started hearing more complaints, or at least there's been more interest in coyotes. I think a lot of that is more related to coyotes becoming, you have multiple generations now that have never been anywhere except in that urban, suburban kind of area. They're more bold. They don't have any reason to fear people. There's nothing that they associate as negative towards humans, so they probably are just more visible.
In fact, coyotes are almost everywhere, it seems, even in urban areas like the Miracle Mile in Chicago. Generally, though, they don't pose a big problem, even if they sometimes get a bad rap.
They definitely can and do occasionally take chickens, small pets. On rare occasions, they do prey on them, but it's probably much more rare than people would think that it is.
Still, Bump says coyotes are obviously wild animals and, as such, deserve to be respected.
I don't think they pose a significant threat to the human population. I think they are like any other type of wildlife where I would advise caution.
You'll look twice if you see one in your yard. Increasingly, of course, we continue to build into habitat of many wild animals, which increase our odds of encountering them. And almost all of us have a camera in hand with our smartphones. Everybody snaps pictures of them, and then they post it all over social media. Just this week, I saw somebody, I think, from down in the Dora area, somebody down in Byron Center. So we see a lot more of them that way, too. But they don't really think that there's a big increase, nor do they think there's an increased danger. It's just that we're probably seeing more of them because they're not afraid of us like they once were,
like
maybe 10 or 15 years.
It almost seems like they're getting socialized.
Yeah, a little bit.
Used to human population.
Yeah, he was telling me about those ones in Chicago. They've watched them, and they believe they actually wait. They know when to cross the highway, the freeways in Chicago, because they've learned over generations what they do there.
Interesting. Thank you, Rick.
Rick, thank you. Get ready.